I can make you feel, but I can't make you think. Now this is my tablet here. My Canon camcorder is not importing on my computer. Something's wrong. I've been messing with that thing all day. This is my backyard right here, and I'm sitting on the back porch. This is my tablet. This is pretty cool. I don't know if this is going to work. I've never tried this before. We'll see what happens. We have a little snow here. This is beautiful. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I want to tell a story that happened to me 3 nights ago. I've been too busy to make a recording, and then my camcorder is not importing anyway, so I have no idea what the hell's going on with that. I think somebody hacked into something, but I'm not certain. But I have plan B, my tablet. We'll see how it works. The other night, once again, I'm sleeping, sound sleep. I've been out here cutting wood and working out here trying to clear some land, get away from the backyard since we've been having such nice weather. And I'm laying there, and kaboom! I mean, it was a hard landing. Boom, boom, hard landing. In front of me and in back of me. And this demon, I could smell his breath. I've never smelt these things before, but his breath was right in my face. And instantly I got goosebumps. And so I'm there, kaboom, happens in an instant. You could say, hey, you're dreaming, you had some bad food, you don't know what's going on, but I smelt the breath. And this demon says, I have your brother. Now, I do not converse with demons. You'll see people on television, or I don't watch television or anything, but you know, the movies and all that, and they have the Ouija boards, or they're having seances, and they're summoning up some demons or some dead people or something like that. Well, they're all demons. There are no dead people here on earth that are, well, walking around. They're all dead. They're in the ground. The Bible says that the dead know nothing of the living, so we have to believe what that says. I do anyway. And they'll want to converse. They'll ask them questions. Who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? Or how come you're wandering around, and go to the light and all this other bullshit, right? And these demons are, like I said this before, they're Rumpelstiltskins. They're just playing games. They're just playing games with these people. They're making riddles, and they're having fun. And in the end, what they're going to cause is a lot of human suffering, because that's what they thrive on. Okay, but anyway, boom, I'm laying in bed, boom, hits me. I mean, it's like a ton of rocks hitting the bed right next to me. I smelled this horrible breath. And he said, I have your brother. I have goosebumps. Now, my brother has problems. My brother's gay. My brother's, I think he's an alcoholic, and I'm sure he's done quite a few drugs in his time. He may be an addict of some sorts. I am certain of it. My brother's a great guy. But he has, like all gay people, they seem to have problems, mostly alcohol, and not too many social problems, because they love to party and go out and be, you know, at the center of attention. But when they're in a room alone and they're thinking, and all they have is themselves, and they start thinking, they become depressed, and then they start drinking. And not all gay people are like this, but I think most gay people are. When they're alone, they're a whole another person, because they question their mortality. And that's what separates humans from, you know, most animals, in that we question our mortality. What is going to happen? What's going on? What is our purpose here? And of course, we don't even live our purpose here on earth anymore. We have turned that around 180 degrees. It's no longer protect the earth, be good stewards of this earth that Yahweh has presented us with. No, no, no. It's party down, self-centered. Take what you can today, because fuck, tomorrow it may not be here. And for most people, or a lot of people, it's not. And it's caused self-centeredness. It's caused a lot of turmoil. It's caused the wars. It's caused hate and anger against one another as humans. And there shouldn't be. We should be living in harmony. But that's not what it is designed to do. It's designed to disrupt us, to divide us, to divide us, so we are easily conquered. It's made to it turns our minds to mush. Now I'm going to get to the radiation and all that. We had 6 years of Fukushima. I still talk to people that have no idea what Fukushima is. I mean, they can tell you everything about, like, one of the stars of today, I think, I don't know, I don't keep up with this stuff, or Miley Cyrus or Britney Spears or somebody, right? What they're doing, they can tell you what they're doing, but they have no idea what the Fukushima is. And when I say something like, well, a third of the ocean is dead, Pacific Ocean, is that relevant? Does that ring a bell? Did you read that someplace when you were young? And of course they did not. Now, these are church-going Christians, you got to remember. But they don't read the Bible. They don't know what's going on. Now, there's a lot of people, not a lot, I'd say 20% of the entire population of the earth probably know what's going on, and they can see it. And they're trying to send a message as hard as they can. You can go on YouTube, you can go on a lot of websites. There's a lot of people wrong. When this Antichrist comes out of Israel, you're going to see all these churches, all these TV churches, and all these fake churches just clamoring after this thing, after this person, because he's going to do miracles, and I think this is going to happen soon. And I've said this before, it's got a lot to do with the missing artifacts. Now we got the situation down in Antarctica where we had Coptic Christians going down there blessing the land and building some sort of little chapel they built for them, and the Russians transporting some secret cargo and placing it somewhere, God only knows, for some reason. There's a lot of things going on right now. I can sense it. Everybody can sense it. And it's demonic. Now, let's get back to the demon that landed in my bed. Okay, so he lands in my bed. He says, I have your brother. And I realize he has my brother. And I try to call my brother, and you can't talk to him. Everything's about him. He's just so self-centered. You can say, hey, the sky's blue. And in 2 seconds, he turns that little statement around to be something that is about him. Oh, I'm blue, and I'm this blue. My eyes are blue, or this is blue, and I got blue shoes on. Oh my gosh, you can't talk to the guy. His mind is so far gone. Narcissism. It's a mental illness, and mental illnesses are contagious. When you get in a crowd of people of narcissists, it spreads. It spreads. But I pray for him. Okay, so I smell the breath. The one's in front of me, one's in back of me. I got goosebumps. I'm not scared because I can move. I'm not paralyzed. I can move fine. I don't speak or talk to these entities. It's not a wise thing to do. So what I do is just start, stand Yeshua, spilt his blood on the tree, onto the unholy ground, and he came back from the tomb in 3 days and defeated Satan. He put Satan in his place. You have no power over me because of the blood of Yeshua. I keep saying things like this over and over, and finally it lifts. Everything lifts. And I get up. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Walk back here to the back porch, kind of just hang out, look around, see what's outside, and think about things. And that my goosebumps stayed with me for about an hour. Whatever these demons were, they were very powerful. I was worried about my brother, but I don't know what to do about him. I have no idea what to do. He won't listen to me. Now, he's a good person. He's a very good person. When he was younger, he went to church all the time, and he would read the Bible some, and we would discuss different things and different prophecies and what we thought about them. We were very young at the time, and I would tell him about how I see these things sometimes. I was very young, and he sort of said, well, that can happen. And I recall one time we were at a prayer meeting down south. They would have these prayer meetings in a big tent, and these revival dudes would come by, and they were just after money and sex. That's all they were after, nothing else. And they were touching everybody, right? He would come by, and God is this, and God is that, and he would touch them to people like would pass out, like on Benny Hinn, do something like that. The guy touched me, and nothing happened. He touched me, and when I looked at him, as soon as he touched me, I could see it in his eyes. He was here for money, and he wanted to have sex with some of these women that were there, and he probably did. I saw it in his eyes, and that guy did not come back to me the entire time. He stayed away from me, and I was a little kid, like 9, 10 years old, and he stayed away from me for the rest of the time. Maybe it's got something to do with it. Maybe it has nothing to do with it. What a clown. They're all clowns. Look, they're leading people in the wrong direction. And I told my brother that. I said, you know, when you passed out and all these, they were on the floor crying and kicking and shit. I go, what the? I'm thinking, looking down and say, I want that to happen to me, man. I want that feeling. I want that thing to happen to me. It wouldn't. It didn't. When that guy touched me, all I saw was a scammer and somebody that wanted to have sex with some of those women that were there. That's all I saw. And that guy didn't come near me again. Just to share this little video. Shit's going down quick. I'm going to see if this works because my camcorder is no longer recording on my other PC. Not at all. Something's going on. Now how the heck do I shut this thing off? Duck out.